The Maria mango is starting to change some colors. I wanted to go ahead and show you guys. It is Friday. Let me make sure that, hey, all right, audio's on. Let me show you exactly where we're at. Check out this beautiful mango, folks. I don't want to get too excited or else this one's going to jump all over it. I don't want her knocking her down. She's starting to turn, folks. Look at those beautiful colors. And not getting all of it on the phone here, but there's some beautiful purple hues on this here. The sun was just shining on there, but we're getting close. Thinking within the next couple of days, probably by the, well, maybe by the end of the day. Who knows if it'll drop by then, but let's see where we're at with her. She is all of, hang on here, about 7.5 to 8 inches roughly, y'all. I will go ahead and measure her, about 7, and weigh her later on. But that is our first fruit here at Growing Together Nursery. And she's just high enough that this one's not hitting her with her back. Otherwise, it would have went down. But I can't wait, y'all, till next year for me to eat this. This one, not yet. But you waited 4 years. I know. That is part of the game, folks. We must wait, right? Wait on them. But we're here. It's Friday. What's up? We are open till 6. Is blooming like crazy. All the pods hanging down on it. Ton of pods. This is moringa. And there's 2 different versions here. This one is straight up throwing the drumsticks down. So lots of them, right? This is a more of a dwarf style, if you will. And this thing just, I like it better than the taller one. But we do have this taller one over here that's all of 30 feet. And it just now flowered up on the very top there. So these drumsticks are way longer, y'all. This one's more an aggressive grower. Hang on here. Let me jump up on the truck. Let me show you the difference. This one, these pods, this tree's never really given us any of the drumsticks until now. But can't really tell, but those are way longer. So this is an aggressive moringa, likes to grow way tall, and there's 2 different trees in there. I will be cutting these just because they're getting huge, y'all. So I will keep you guys posted, and we'll let you know. Hang on here, let me get down. We'll let you know the best time to come on over for that, but hang tight. I do need to cut them down though. Mulch pile's getting a little bit low. I do need to go ahead and get some more of that. Well, what's up, folks? Happy Friday. We got mangoes on deck. Got rained out from the market this week, but we got plenty of 3-gallon mangoes, all different varieties from citrus. You know what? All of the coconut flavors are gone, but we do have citrus here. Actually, no, we do have sugarloaf here. Coconut and pineapple. So that is available still. Those are 48, tax included, folks. 48 bucks, tax included. I don't spray anything. And these are just the dwarf tamarillos. By all means, come down here, make me an offer. You guys can have them. They are, I mean, they're medicinal for somebody or someone out there really likes them. I get it. But been trimming up and cleaning up over here, trying to, oh, here's a long one right here. There's one of the pods right here. It's much larger. But Mexican sunflowers has been growing like crazy out here, folks. What's up? What's up? Thanks for tuning in. I do not spray anything in here. And I know I lose the foliage, but it's all right. That's anti-lily South Sea salads. But listen, for as much as this thing is good for us, these should be way more. The fact that a mango tree gets way more money than one of the most beneficial and nutritious trees, that's wild, right? I have to like sit there and coax people, not coax, but sit there and tell them that, hey, it's 10 bucks, but it's really good for you. And they're like, I don't know. How about something sweet? And it's like, yes, I get it. We all want the sweet, sugary fruits, right? But You need all of your greens, right? Some are just powerhouses. So if that's the case, find them and grow them. I got a few of my own carries out here as well. Sold one the other day, and these are a little bit discounted. We could do like 30 bucks for these versus 50 for the larger ones. But these are GTNs, and you know exactly where they came from my carry star fruit. Not all carries are the same, y'all. From what I hear, I've heard that some of the carries that have gone out have not flowered and fruited the same way. That's why I'm making it exactly from my carry. I know how she is, and just puts on a plethora of fruit. We got jabos, we got yellowing of some more anti lilies. Yay. Elipaels, 10 bucks, y'all. Come and grab them. All right. Got a few of them over here. I need the room back, please. Come help me help you. And dude, they just kick off like little babies in there. You can sit there and separate them and fall in love like I did. And now I'm like, yay, all right. Gotta go, you gotta go. But here's what you do. As soon as they start leaning like that, they start losing color, snip them back and watch them grow back. That's it. What else we got? All right. Happy Friday, folks. This one I got to relocate. She can't be growing up in here because she's going to pollinate my mangoes, and I don't want that for you customers. If not, these seeds will go everywhere. I'll put this somewhere else, but do have some loquats, some hungry mulberries that I have to up pot here very shortly. I'm just going to move her back here for now. Yeah, we got some hungry mulberries that need to be up potted or be sold and planted in your property. So some of these are already fruiting for us. What's up? What's up? Where are you watching from? We're here in Orange City at 9B. Beautiful 9B today. A lot of the Thailand, cool. A lot of the sun has, well, a lot of the sun, yeah. It's a nice cloudy day and it's not as hot. Usually I am soaked by this time, but not the case today. So what else do we got? Thanks for tuning in from all the way over there. I'm sure we have some similarities in the growing zones or the climates, right? Hot and humid, lots of rain. A lot of stuff that we get to grow, y'all can too. We grow like we're in Southeast Asia or Central America. My last peach, y'all. My last peach in a 7-gallon. Come and get her, y'all. She's a tropic snow. We'll be producing a ton next year. 70 bucks for you. Come on down. I've been pruning up and cleaning up all back in here. I'll give you guys a quick little walkthrough. But how do these weeds find their way? This is frog fruit. How does it find its way into my pots up here? I don't know. I think that's frog fruit. I don't know. Anyways, I don't grow a lot of flowers. I get a lot of calls for them. Hey, do you have this? Do you have that? No, I don't have a lot of those. You don't like them? Are you scared of money? No, well, I don't want to get involved into something I don't really care about, y'all. Sorry. Because then when you come at me with the names and when you getting them, when you getting the shipment and when are they coming in and it's wild. So check it out. Got a new system over here. We're out here cooking now. I'm going to start feeding our trees something natural, right? So I came up, and I've seen it online. A lot of people have been doing this, but I'm going to do it my own GTN way. Hang on here. So this is just a little solar-powered aerator that I put underneath this pot. Comes with a little pump. Very cool. So far, so good. I just got it yesterday. What are we cooking up? Oh, ho, ho. Look at this wonderful stew. All kinds of this and that. It's a this and that compost tea. A little weeds in there. I got some Mexican sunflowers. I put some moringa in there. All the fun stuff that I'm seeing out here. Yay, some grass. Why not? I mean, you can literally put all of this wonderful stuff in there. Let it break down. Now, am I a pro? No, I'm screwing around and having fun. We're going to make some mistakes, but this is all natural stuff. I'm not adding anything that has synthetic chemicals in there, and just letting it bubble up like that. let it go for a couple of days from what I hear. Again, I am no pro. We'll add a little bit more water to that in a minute, but I did add a little bit of the compost, a couple handfuls into it just to get it started. But yeah, I'm going to try it out and see if I can't feed my trees on the cheap. Hang on here. Let me get you something like that. Ground's not flat here, folks. My whole property back here has like a slope, so nothing is flat. I wish, and that's too much to go ahead and have it all graded down. No. We'll just deal with the little slope that we got. But that's my system. That way, when it rains, it doesn't pool up, because this top right here will pull up with water. So supposedly it is water resistant. I don't know. Let's see how long it lasts. But we can go ahead and make our own tea here, feed our trees. We won't have to use the granulated stuff. Which way are we going here, Miss Kiwi? Chaya, I've been putting different places. Haven't really messed with it just yet, but I do want to make some here shortly. Oh man, these leaf-footed bugs are shredding up my stuff, y'all. Look at this one. Miwa kumquat. Just about right. We're getting close. And this time, I didn't add any fertilizer to this tree. This tree came in with a whole lot of it. I just let it kind of do its thing. And these kumquats are way smaller than last year's because of, you know, the fertilizer, right? If you go ahead and you jam a bunch of fertilizer on your trees, yes, it will be huge. It will grow. You know, you'll think you're the man or the woman or in between, whatever. Listen, you do you. I'm not here to argue. But I think that the next year after that, it will flush and you'll have some smaller fruits, which is fine. I don't need to have the largest of the kumquats on there if I know that they're grown easier, right? Nothing on the Barbados or the Surinames. The Roselles are really showing out, starting to bloom. I got a little bit of a controlled chaos going on through here with some green hibiscus, some cranberry hibiscus next to the ice cream bean here. They're all just growing together, folks. As long as we can get through these paths, we are good. And we do trim up, you know, when they get really close on one another, depending on what it is. Some of this stuff thrives the way that it's going to thrive. All right. I'm not going to sit here and baby all of my stuff. I will trim and save certain things, but they're going to grow together and they're going to figure it out. With sun, in the shade, however, right? But I will come in here, trim up some stuff. Dude, do I have PTSD for the wasps? Yeah, a little bit. I've been getting stung like once a month by now, like in the wrist and on the right cheek. Dude, it was terrible. Whole hand swelled up. I mean, it seemed like I had like a latex glove on and you filled it up with water. It was just like throbbing. It sucked. But they're out here. Am I going to sit here and let them have nests everywhere? No. I can't do that. There's a lot of walking, well, not a lot, but there's walking paths through here, and I bring people back here, and that's the last thing I need is for one of the customers to get stung or any of us. Do need them. If they can find a nest where I can't find it and they're not, they're not in the way, cool. But if they're going to be out here stinging me and causing ruckus, they got to go, folks. I'm sorry. But we need them. Listen, I'll ship them over to you. No, I know you can't ship bugs. I'm just kidding. We got a little bit of time before my phone overheats. Let's see what we got. Oh, some high winds today. No rain. Supposedly we were supposed to have some rain yesterday, but no dice. You know how the forecasters are always right, folks. I got white mulberry that I will be making more trees because they don't grow very good from cuttings. Can you do it? I've tried it. I didn't have any success. If you're better than I, go for it. But I'm going to graft them. I have one now that's for sale, and I'll be making more. Also, I got one sweet tamarind that I set up a little sign on there that I want to go ahead and graft as well. I got a little seedling, but that'll be the first time grafting those as well. The Venus is looking great after being transplanted. I knew I had to take off the fruit. I would have loved to have had the fruit still holding on there, but I had to move her. That way I can have the roots already stretching out and her feeling nice and warm again, right? Like home, yay. But beautiful day. The katuk is flowering like crazy. I'm waiting on the little nuts to emerge, but not yet. Not yet. It is fun to let y'all taste these, and that way you could see exactly what the flavor's all about. But they'll emerge on there, and if you leave them, those are actually the seeds, so they'll spit them out and you'll have some growing like little seedlings all around it. So you do have to watch that with katuk. It's not an aggressive grower, I'll say. It's not going to spread a bunch of stuff, but you have to monitor the ground because you can have some more seedlings popping up. And I try to tell you pros or the cons of growing this stuff prior, when you're looking at the trees or before you purchase. That way hey, okay, I want to buy this tree or I want to get this plant. What is it that it does? Some are very chill and it's hands off. Others, you got to be managing in them, cutting back and always doing something. That certain people want, they want to take care of those more needy type trees, but for others, it's more hands off. Find out who you are and we can set you up. Man, them ants are going crazy on there. Mealy bugs are looking horrible, tearing everything up. But we need a little bit of rain, but not yet. I'd say at the end of the day, once we're nice and closed, but more Mexican management up here, Mexican sunflower management. I got to cut all those, way too tall. They're already falling over on the katuk back there. So the work doesn't stop, folks, but I created a pruner's paradise, so therefore I cannot complain. This is what I made, so this is what we do. We got to prune, we got to cut. Sweet potatoes are running around. This one dropped from the carry, and I'm going to wait to see if someone wants to split that with me. It is Friday, folks. Let me show you. She's got a few on her. Just a few. These are almost ready. Just about. Oh, that's a delicious one. Oh, yeah, that's the one you want. No, that one's fake, but we got some real ones in here. And I don't know what happened. My last couple of videos, it's like locked up. I can't even see them or anything like that. So I figured let me drop a new one because who knows what's happening with my account. But yeah, this is Carrie, and this is what I'm grafting from. I have 2 Carrie trees. And this one, she is a rock star, y'all. She just puts on fruit. Highly recommended. Very sweet. Talk to your doctor before you start eating a bunch. All right, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Y'all are grown, hopefully. Kids shouldn't be watching this stuff. I mean, I'm not cursing or saying nothing crazy, but listen. Get parental permission first. Look at those beautiful little blooms on there. And still kicking off more. So yeah, I got to cut through here, but allowing the natives to grow, something, I don't know, something about it is quite nice and enjoyable. You see all the bees running around. You see that they're loving life. Now what sucks is you are moving these seeds as you walk through here, and then you get all of the spiders that start just connecting everything. So that's what sucks. Yams, y'all. You want some yams? I do have to go ahead and grab these here shortly. Supposedly, it's been in the ground for about 1.5 years now, so I'm guessing it's the right time. We'll find out. But it's a root vegetable that's more like a savings account. From what I think, right? You just put it in there, let it grow. Don't let it grow on other things. All right, trim it back, keep it under control. What I like to do with these, as we wait for the actual calyxes, is eat the blooms or the leaves. Leaves are very nice. They taste like the actual calyx does, like a cranberry-esque. Really nice. Sour, though. If you like sour, that's your leaf. But with the miracle fruit, will blow your mind, folks. Eat that with a miracle fruit, and it's on. Oh. Even with this wind, we're still holding fruit. The PPC after Moya is still holding one. I got to pick this one up. Still Still holding that little baby on there. I just put these everywhere, y'all. And I started late. Uh-oh, this one's barking. I don't know if someone's here or not. Still holding this little PPC. Now, from what the extension office says, it says rip the fruit off. Don't be a pansy, rip it off. Like, let the tree grow. I'm gonna let it hold. I want a small dwarf tree. And allegedly, they claim that this one is more cold hardy than the sugar apple, which I was told the opposite. I was told that Atamoyas are cold hardy to 28 and sugar apples to 26. That's been what I've been saying, and what they're claiming is it's reversed, that this one is more cold hardy. But I don't know. If you know, let me know. Who else is growing this stuff and testing it this far north? I'm taking these black sapote, these scions from the top over here, and I'm just pruning up the leaves prior to training the scions. That way they heal over and then grafting them later, but making more. Still holding the M4s, y'all. Late and great M4. Now the Maria Mango, I used to think, hey, she's gonna compete with the Valencia Pride, and oh man, I'd joke around. I know VP is very popular. I'd say, oh, she's a VP killer. Well, she may be more of an M4 killer, because if she's coconut and she's late, I'm telling you, she's gonna take some spots and break some hearts, man. And I'm not saying she's for everybody. Oh, it's a terrible mango. Maybe in your opinion, it could be terrible. But as for me, I'm going to love it. And I'm going to get people tasting it first. And you can give your own solid opinion on it. You don't like the certain fruit? You don't have to. We can still be friends. Listen, a lot of stuff is happening right now. Sorry. Well, they're trying to get us to fight one another and be upset. And it's very easy to do. Very easily done. But this is why I sit here and garden, because in getting people eating fresh fruits, like regardless of where you're from, color, race, political views, we all agree that we need more fresh vegetables. And let's sit down, have some mangoes, and let's solve all the world's problems, right? But the world is going to war. We're all going to die. We're going to burn. It's like, dude, hey, slow down. Have you had a coconut flavored mango yet? It'll just make everything that much better. No, I'm kidding, but no, it's not going to solve everything. But listen, if we're just back here minding our own business, listen, people are fighting on the tube right now. You hear that? No one's fighting out here, y'all. I don't have the energy to fight with nobody. That's not my style. I'm out here. Listen, if we disagree, and that's okay. I'm not here. I like to debate. That's fun. I can debate two sides of a topic. It's okay. To me, it's entertaining, and it's an opinion. I'm not going to sit here and fight, nor shoot, nor sit there and cause hate or drama for something. No. Listen, man. And women, like, do what you got to do. But once you start really pulling out all the bullets and all the junk, it's like, come on, man. Listen, everyone's got different opinions. This flamboyant looks like a cool thing, and it's like, oh, it's a dwarf. Then you get down here. Look at those thorns, man. No, thank you. Dude, I made the mistake by grabbing it from here, trying to move it. Oh, that's why it sits right there. I don't like the thorns. Suriname cherries, y'all. They got a few weeds. I do have to clean them up, but they'll be getting up potted. And some people like them. You know, there's a debate. Suriname cherries, come on. And I do grow them in water to test them as well, to see how long they like it. Some of them don't mind it at all. You won't see a leaf change. And I can leave them in there for a couple of weeks. Others, they may not, so I pull them out. But this is how we test it. Dwayne, don't do that. It makes them grow anaerobically, and there's nothing in. I know. The books say don't do it, but I am going to test them because I want to make them stronger. I got to see for myself. I know, but I killed 70 of them. Okay, but so far, so good. That's why I got to test it to find out. And I run stuff. I did, look, check this out. So I did have some sugar apples in water the same exact way. This one is an example of too much and too long in the water. And I'll tell on myself, this is how we grow. But this one got some nice yellowing leaves. It started letting me know, hey, I'm not too happy. Take me out of there. So out she went, and she's going to recover. Now I realize, okay, don't let them sit in water, right? Not that long. I did leave some of these smaller ones. This one stayed in water for a little bit. Was it the small one? One of these two stayed in some water, and it was totally fine. Could it be more of a light issue? Possibly. You know, could I move her over here in the shade and give her a nice place to cool off? That could be part of it. But the water, yeah, I got to test them. I got to find out what likes it and what doesn't. They claim that pears can be submerged in water. So let's find out. And so far, so good. I'd rather test them. I don't know. Do you, though? Some people just want to know exactly the rules and stay in them. I get it. I still color in the lines, folks. I'm not breaking anything crazy. No laws. Don't rat me out on something I ain't doing, y'all. But I do like to go ahead and find out for myself. Ginger in water. Gall in water. Same deal. Putting on roots. Right? A lot of gingers probably wouldn't like to sit in water, but plant's still looking good. Now, here we go. These have some yellowing leaves, some drying edges. So does this one. It's a little bit more on the drier side. You have to clean it up. All right, I'm not showing it off because this is the best pruning job. These sit here for a while. I'm going to be real. They don't get that much attention, okay? But it's been sitting in water. It's got some yellowing leaves. Verdict says, bum, bum, bum. Yeah, no water on that one either. But it was growing just fine, putting on new roots. But you could tell it's got some yellowing in there. So, no mas. We learn from our mistakes. You see that? How easy? But you try it on one, the rest will be fine, right? This is how I like to conduct my experiments here. All right? Got to watch it. Got to see exactly if it can be done and make the mistakes. This is how the GTN network does it. Listen, y'all, if you want a poncho and a Mexicola Grande on one tree, 215 North Sparkling, you already know. Look at this thing. But multi-grafts don't work. Listen, man, look, how do you say no? Whoever's watching, I know I say man, dude, whatever, but whatever sex you are is cool with me. All right? However you identify, whatever, listen. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, and be on your way. No, we're here to help everyone and teach y'all the best of what it is that I know or don't know. What to do or what not to do. So Grande and Poncho on one tree. Can it be done? For 60 bucks, you're going to find out. Yeah, it can be done, y'all. And that's a steal. That's a steal. Two different trees on one for 60. Who else? I don't know. Pepper tree? You want a pepper tree? Look at this thing. Massive, y'all. Don't ask me if you can, how to make this at home. Like, I'm not going to want to answer that, honestly. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie to you, but you're not going to like the answer is what I'm going to mean. You're going to say, you're a hypocrite. Well, you tell us to grow organically, and you're over here growing these pepper trees. Yeah, this is taller than me now. That's taller than me. I've never grown a pepper to this size. Am I ashamed of it? A little bit. I'm kidding. But listen, man, this is too big of a pepper. Now, if I could test the nutrients in this versus the organic pepper, that would be something, right? I could do the bricks, right? But I don't have any organic right now that are ready. But I guess that would be the closest thing that I could do. But anyways, if you want to grow a huge pepper, by all means, feed it all of the things. Just go to the synthetic aisle and just feed it all of the things. Yeah, it's expensive, but you too can have trunks coming out the bottom. That is one plant growing like bamboo in there. Dude, can't make it up. I didn't plant it in there. I did not. It fell and it just started growing. Is it from all of these wonderful avocados that are feeding it? Maybe. And listen, folks, this Brogdon, look at the difference. I'm talking about a foot difference between these two. Both of them are Brogdons. Let me stand up. Both of those are Brogdons. Both at 48. All right, this one's gonna stay here for a little bit because I'm not gonna up pot it. But this one, by Sunday, y'all, if she's still here, I gotta up pot you because she's gonna fall over. She needs to be in a 7 anyway. So come get her before I up pot her. I'm giving you the fair warning. Oh my gosh, Choquette broken branch. So I was gonna fix it and I didn't. What better time than now, folks? Hang on here. Got an emergency. Oh, there's a scion right there. I mean, no, I would never propagate from a limb that just happened to break. Now, why not? Double check. Choquette. Large avocado. Big fruit, big tree. And why waste it, right? Oh, you didn't clean it up. I know. Hang on. Did you sanitize between every cut? I'm going to be honest with you. All right. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of nursery owners may not. I don't know. Can't tell anyone else, though. All right. You have to promise that it's between GTN members and members only. GTN members only, right? Like, all right. So, truth is, I walk around with these and I cut a lot of stuff and I don't wipe them down. I don't have any alcohol with me. I don't wipe it in between every cut. And things are still living. I don't know how it happens. I'm not saying that it's magic. I'm not saying it's me. I just don't wipe them and they cut and everything is fine. I'm not saying that's for you. I'm just saying that's how I do it, right? So take it with a grain of salt. That's just my research here. I'm not. A lot of people will sit there and spray after every cut. Listen, if I'm grafting, that's a whole nother monster, right? But just to prune leaves and to sit there and cut, I'm not gonna sit there and sanitize. Now, nothing against the people that do, all right? But in between, like every day, all day, like there's a lot of cuts that have to be made back here. Oh, let me show you this long tongue. So no, I'm not walking around sanitizing every little cut. And everything's dying, I know. Look at this little long tongue. Flowered up, y'all. And she's gonna be, that's a fake one, I know. You brought you in. This is how you bring the little mosquito to light. Or, oh, sorry, girl. This little bee was just working a flower and I disturbed her. Or him. I don't know the sex on bees. I think it's males, right, that run around and collect. Someone will correct me down there. Oh, and the honeybees, I've only been stung once while being out here. And that was because I got one trapped in my trailer there and it had nowhere else to go. So it hit me in the top of the head. But that was the only time I got stung by a bee out here. Everything else has been wasp, which sucks, man. But listen, got to deal with it. They're out here. Can't kill them all. It's not my main objective. Biden's Alba, still putting on all kinds of cool growth. I don't do anything to it. The bees are kind of still pollinating the blooms. What's interesting is going to be if I find any more that pop up around here, or if this is just like a rare plant that it won't actually variegate from seed. I have tried to take the actual seeds and toss them around to see if it will pop up anywhere else around, but that's, I don't know. I don't know how that works here, folks. Then there's still parts of it. Oh, this is a different plant. I was about to say that's all green, but it seems like a different part. Anyways, listen, folks, we're here till 6 today. So if you want to come on by and talk some fruit trees or edible plants, we got tomatoes, we still got roselle. These are the towering Thai roselles. Now these I have not had before, haven't grown them before, like 7-footers, and they bloom late, which is not my story, not what I like to grow here, just because they produce powdery mildew or they can produce powdery mildew for your mangoes. So your mango flowers can be affected if you allow them to go to flower, allegedly. Another project that I just put together is this little rack over here. Man, every day is work, y'all. We are out here working, but I got stuff to do now. Thanks a lot for tuning in. How much time do we have? 35 minutes? We'll take a few questions if you have any comments, questions, concerns. But look at this thing. got that candy cane shape to it, which kind of stinks, but this will be a veneer graft more than likely. Let it pop up around. But actually, I haven't, this is the first time that I will be grafting choquette. I haven't done choquette yet. But cleaning up around here, folks. Cleaning up. Just because you ain't got money, it don't mean you ain't got no class, man. Come on now. This is always a work in progress. We're always trimming up. By we, that's me, man. There's a lot of work every day, every day. And you still have that many weeds? You can't stop all of these weeds. I am working out here, and still, let me show you this. Look at this thing. Probably a bad angle. Yeah, you can't really tell, but it is crazy to watch these little seeds come out. The way that they really pop, it's like, man, grafting more stuff. Nothing really exciting just yet to show you. But more is coming out. I am hopefully gonna have some black zapotes here, some baby ones that y'all can come by and see what they look like. Start growing them. Supposedly they are cold hardy. I heard 26 or 28. I gotta double check that. But even the UF said that they were pretty cold hardy, so we'll find out. But I went on the website and go ahead and look around and see what they were saying about this area. But listen, I'd rather just test it and find out exactly what this is all about before they tell me no, this can be done, that can't be done. Find out for yourselves. But anyways, folks, y'all have a great day and stop by and see us. It's nice and warm. You ain't gonna be sweating this weekend. If not, well, somewhat depends on where you're at, right? People are already cooling down and such, but plant some trees in the earth. This is the time to do it, folks. Trim, prune your stuff. Do what you got to do. If you plant some Mexican sunflower, know that it's work. Invest in a chipper. I have not done that. I'm still chopping and dropping, having fun, but be careful with the wasp. This is one of their favorite places that I've noticed. But anyways, folks, y'all have a good one. Oh, is there a question in here? Yeah, a lot of good stuff out there. Anyways, love y'all. Gotta go. Till next time.